Hi and hello, classmates. Welcome to another episode of Middle Class Film Class, Gab and Chatter edition for Saturday, November 11th, 2023. I'm your host for today, Tyler.
I'm Joseph.
And I'm Peter.
And on to this episode, Joseph makes Tyler and Pete goes head-to-head, and Zaslov strikes again. Plus, Attack of the Clones sets trends, and Aronofsky sets his sights on Musky?
Musky.
Elon Musk. No, Aronofsky is feeling musky.
Yeah.
Musky. Like I've never heard of that term before.
That's Elon's nickname.
You never heard of musky before?
That's what
I haven't not. I
guarantee people have muttered it under your breath when you walk in the room.
Maybe so.
Musky in here.
Well, first and foremost, we're back in the Abeyta studios, and Joseph and Peter, how are you guys doing today? How has your week been?
Well,
has everything been fine?
I do want to say that we are. It is November 11th? 11 today.
November 11th.
We're
11.
11 days into nonstop nut November.
Nonstop nut November.
How you guys doing?
Empty.
I am. Boy, are my arms tired.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I don't agree with this November. Like
No.
I think
Non-stop nut November.
Oh, non-stop November.
I got a bowl of peanuts right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
great.
just never stop eating them. The whole month.
Yeah, so we're back in the Abeyta studios
We're
to
live
spin
on Twitch.
and we're live on Twitch.
Yes.
What's the link again, Joseph?
Twitch.tv/MCFC podcast.
Yeah, so please go check that out in the show notes.
Show nuts.
Show notes.
Show nuts make me go nuts.
It's if you want to see our punums on live stream, or I mean, does it get saved? Like if you go to our channel, like you can watch
the
it.
The videos are archived and you can watch them, and then they're uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah,
on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Well,
the day this drops on the podcast, look in the show notes. There's a link to the YouTube video as well.
Oh, that's
live
right.
on
We're on
Twitch.
YouTube as well.
Live on Twitch.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on Twitch. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us everywhere.
Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn too. You can follow me there.
LinkedIn.com/MCFC podcast.
Can you imagine like influencers going on LinkedIn and just like promoting their shows?
Tyler, I don't think you've ever been on LinkedIn. It's basically that. It's fucking cringe.
It's Facebook for employers.
Is that right?
It's nonstop like motivational post. It's like, because people are like, "Ooh, I want that guy to work for my company." Said no one ever.
Well, we have a Bruce Perky in the chat. First one.
Hey. Bruce Perky.
Hey,
I'm so glad.
hey.
I'm so glad.
What's up, Rusto Meyer?
I wanted to say this to Bruce Perky in a personal chat that the reason why that I took the shears to my hair is I got inspired by Henry Rollins during the Damaged record era. Like because he took the shears to his head because he used to have like really long locks, and then he was like, you know what? F this. I'm taking the shears to my head. And I followed suit.
You followed suit only 50 years later.
Yeah. I don't know if it was 50 years later. But we got a lot of show to get to. So let's get into some gab and chatter.
Find some charity, ye lad. Now's the time for gab and chatter.
Yes, so Gab and Chatter, for any new listeners out there, this is the segment where we talk about movie news, movie discussions, what have you. And I want to ask Joseph, do you have any news stories?
It'd be weird if he didn't. It'd be weird if he was like, you know what? No.
It's like a surprise each week.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Joseph, what do you have for us for our Gab and Chatter
What
segment
do
today?
I have? What do I have? I don't really have
You don't have any movie news?
any news stories. I mean,
No discussion?
There's a bunch of stuff that I'm sure you guys will get to. But
Put
I want
that jacket on you.
I want to do something that I've seen done on other shows, and I thought it would be fun to bring to here. And we've had there are different type versions of this type of a game or trivia.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Like we've done it.
we're doing a game?
Yeah. So
Hell yeah.
I didn't have time to set up the entire my system here.
Okay.
But, so I'm gonna rely on you to do the wrong answer, correct answer,
Got it. Done.
even if you get it wrong.
Not a problem. I will be fortuitous in my responses.
Okay.
Fortuitous.
So I'm gonna do this little game with you. I don't know what the name of this game is, but basically, I am going to.
Is this going to be reoccurring? Like, is this going to be like the thing?
I mean, it could be. I guess.
Let's do one round. We'll come up with a name for it, or we'll ask the classmates.
Okay.
We'll see how you guys do on this first one.
All right.
I already know I'm going to lose.
This is the inaugural whatever game it is.
Inaugural.
So
okay.
I'm going to list the cast of different movies. Okay.
Okay.
And based on the cast, you have to guess what movie it is.
Are we okay?
And I'm going to start with lower build actors first.
Got it.
And then as the hints will get stronger and stronger, or the names
Easier
will get
and easier.
or they might get more confusing.
Okay. Question. Can we guess as many times as we want?
I mean,
Or is it like you guess once and then you're out
I would say
until
I'd say buzz in, like it's like buzz in first. Like just say if you like if I say the first name and you just say Sound of Music, like
Okay.
just like until someone gets it right.
Okay. Got it.
And then if I don't feel like you guys are gonna get it right, then
How about this? I got a suggestion. How about we get one guess each per name? You know, you shout it out, but like I can't be like name 10 movies in a row
Okay.
with the same actor because that's just annoying.
so okay.
And I will do that.
I'll say the name, give you guys a second. If like you need another one, then I'll just keep going.
Okay.
All right.
But one each.
All right. So I have quite a few of these. So let's
Quite a few.
Let's go through
Sweet.
it
Can't wait.
quickly. Though Bruce says I feel bad about Tyler's punishment movie, so he can assign me a punishment movie if he'd like to.
Assign him a punishment.
sweet. I like
We're
that.
punishing the fans.
I like that idea.
I won't have it. I couldn't dare to punish the great Bruce Perky.
Bruce Berkey likes it. He's secretly into that.
Okay.
All right, we're ready.
All right. So first one.
Okay.
First one.
Don't look, Tyler.
I'm not looking. I
can't see anyways.
can't
You
even
don't even
see.
wear
I
your
can't even see
glasses.
the names. It looks just like a number of
No,
lines.
it's okay. He can't see anyways. He's not wearing his glasses.
Okay.
He lost his Gucci glasses like a year ago.
All right. First
no,
one.
it's
Let's do this.
Versace, but yeah.
First one. Michael Fassbender.
Okay.
Prometheus.
No.
It is from the bottom up, so
Bottom up. Ooh.
no guess.
No guess? Okay. Next one. Will Arnett.
Wait, they were in the same film together.
Skeleton Twins.
No.
Okay.
If
If you don't know, just don't guess.
yeah, no guess.
All right. John Malkovich.
Don't look up.
Nope.
Burn After Reading.
Nope. Next one. Megan Fox.
No.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. John Malkovich.
Spotlight.
Nope.
No. No.
Last one. Josh Brolin.
Old Boy.
Nope.
It sounds so familiar.
Why do I have these balloons going on my?
Balloons.
Yeah, they're like I have like a
don't recognize it. It's fine. No. I
don't know.
You don't know?
No. What is it?
The movie is Jonah Hex.
Well,
Oh,
Jonah Hex.
God.
Now, also, these are movies that people forgot about.
Oh, okay. Well, that helps. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Next one.
There's a
Next one. First
Okay.
one was Jonah Hex. Next one. Sean Penn.
Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Sean Penn. No guess. I
Okay. Giovanni Ribisi.
don't even know who that is.
These are forgotten movies. This is going to be hard with forgotten movies. No guess. I got nothing.
Also Josh Brolin. There's a lot of repeat actors. In
W.
No.
What was that Christian Bale movie?
Equilibrium.
No. He
The Batman
he played
Begins?
he played Shenny.
Oh, Vice.
Vice.
Shenny.
Yes.
Shenny.
No. Okay. Emma Stone.
Crazy Stupid Love. No, those guys weren't in that.
Crazy.
No.
Emma
the
Stone.
what was that Ryan Gosling movie with
Crazy Stupid Love.
Oh, that was it. Oh,
Yeah.
All right, next one.
damn.
Ryan Gosling.
Damn.
La La Land?
Nope.
Oh, that's what it was. La La Land. Wait, can we go back? It wasn't.
No, it was
La La
wrong.
Land?
That's why I guessed. He said no.
Okay.
okay.
No. No one.
No.
Gangster Squad.
Come on.
Gangster Squad.
I haven't even heard of these movies.
Joseph, you're making it too difficult. Have you even
Yeah,
seen
that's-
these movies yourself?
No.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
These are movies that
I've
no
seen-
one's seen.
I've seen one of these movies.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, next one. Robert Patrick, the Terminator in
Yeah,
T2.
T1000.
Robert Patrick. And can we? Can,
No,
can,
no
can
guess.
I,
No guess.
Can I ask like what genre of movie?
No.
To stop with
no,
the buzzer.
it's just cast. Just cast.
Just cast.
No guess.
Robert Patrick. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I have no guess. Robert Patrick is a great actor.
Okay. All right. Stephen Root.
Oh,
Is this
Damn,
the Empty Man?
Nope. Is he in that?
Yeah, he is.
Men in Black.
Nope.
Okay.
Nick Offerman.
Oh,
Stephen Root and Nick Offerman.
Stephen Root and Nick Offerman. That sounds so familiar. It sounds so familiar. I can't.
It's gonna take a while. I'm just going one by one.
Bernie.
No.
Okay.
Stephen Lang.
Oh,
What an episode this is.
it's not Avatar.
Nope.
It's not a Forgotten Gem.
It's not Don't Breathe.
Is it?
What's the next one?
Ewan McGregor.
T2, Train Spotting 2.
Nope.
T2.
Guess. 5, 4, 3.
I have nothing. I have nothing.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. American Dream?
Swimming with Sharks.
American Dream.
Or no, American
Beauty.
Beauty. American
Swimming
Beauty.
with
Sorry,
Sharks?
sorry.
No. Jeff Bridges.
Crazy Heart.
Nope.
Wyan Earp?
Wyan Erup. Wyan.
Oh no,
Wyan
Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp. Sorry.
Wyan Erup.
Okay. Last one. George Clooney.
The Man Who Stared at Goats.
Yeah, he got it.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Nice.
All right, cool. I'm 1-0.
One. Next one. John Lovitz.
Oh,
The Wedding Singer.
What is with these balloons? I got these balloons.
because we're getting praise.
Is it? There's like comments in the chat or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
No, I got nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith.
But who was the first one again?
John Lovitz.
John Lovitz, Kevin Smith. Yoga Hosers.
Nope.
Clerks
Nope.
2. Clerks 2.
One guess.
No, that was a pause.
Amy Poehler.
Baby Mama.
Amy Poehler. I don't know.
Mandy Moore.
Oh,
God damn it! I know the name. I can see the movie poster in my head.
Once again,
what
balloons?
Is it the end? What the?
Why do I have this?
It's only on yours too.
what?
Is it the NBC show This Is Us?
No, it's not. It's
no.
not. It's not. This is us.
No,
It's what love.
No, it's not.
It's something.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I don't even know who that is.
She's Daphne in Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Buffy. She's Buffy.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I'm just gonna read the
Jawbreaker.
No. I'm just gonna read
This is too difficult.
Justin
Joseph.
Timberlake.
Justin.
Crossroads.
Nope. Sean William
A Walk
Scott.
to Remember.
Was it?
Sean William Scott.
Was it the
Alpha Dog?
Alpha, that's exactly what
The
I was
Rock.
going to say. Alpha Dog.
The Rock?
The Rock.
No.
Oh.
The person, The Rock.
Oh, Justin Timberlake and The Rock. Is it Walking Tall?
Nope.
No, that's Sean William Scott.
No, yeah.
They are both in that movie. Yeah.
Is it no Black? He's not in Black Snake Moan. Justin Timberlake is though. Jay Tizzle. About Time.
Nope. About Time.
Or
You mean
In
the-
Time. In Time. Yeah.
Okay.
Also no. This button is getting his money's worth.
No
Oh
guess.
my-
5.
No, yeah, no guess. I don't know. I'm terrible.
Okay,
I'm terrible
all
at
right.
this.
Southland Tales. That's the name of the movie.
Oh,
Southland Tales. I've never even heard of that film.
No one has.
No one has.
I've heard of it.
Why
I don't know anything about it.
Why would you put it on the list?
Because these are movies that have these like star-studded casts that people forgot about.
Oh, okay.
If I had more prep time,
That's the
prep
idea.
time.
Prep time.
Prep time.
yes.
Study every movie.
Yeah.
Well, you just give me a list of actors, and you're just like figure it out.
That's the game.
I know it's the game.
That's the game.
Is that your last one?
No.
Oh, sweet.
3 more.
I like this game, by the way.
Sanjay Gupta.
Oh, motherfucking. What do you think? You're motherfucking Sanjay Gupta?
I don't even know who that is.
One of the greatest lines from Whiplash. I don't know. No guess.
Okay. Bryan Cranston.
Godzilla.
It's fucking
Breaking Bad.
It's I can't remember the name of the movie. Where he's like stuck in the attic. He like
It's
fakes
not
his
that
death.
one.
Okay, that one.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Dimitri Martin.
It's In a World.
Nope. It's not. You hit that button before I even said it.
He already knew he was wrong.
In a World.
Kate Winslet.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
No.
Kate Winslet, Dimitri Martin, and
I just
Bryan Cranston. Death to Smoochie.
No.
no, I think that's Edward Norton.
Marion Cotillard.
What the I don't like this game.
No guess. I got nothing.
This game just disparages me for my lack of movie knowledge.
Jude Law.
Jude Law.
AI, artificial intelligence.
Repo the Genetic Opera.
You're just picking any movie with these characters.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like that. Like I don't know
that gem, that underrated gem.
John Hawkes.
The Hurt Locker? No, he wasn't in that.
I don't know. No guess.
Matt Damon.
Oh, Trey.
What? What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say it was that puppet movie. With Trey.
Team America World Police.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Matt Damon's not in that.
He's just they're making fun of him.
Oh. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. God damn it.
God, I don't know. Euro Trip.
Oh yeah, he is in that.
Yeah.
Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah.
Last one. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Knocked Up.
Shallow How? I don't know.
Gwyneth Paltrow. Contagion.
Oh no, that was.
Contagion. I
forgot.
I forgot.
Right,
She's
that's
the
right.
one who brings it.
Yeah.
It was a prophetic film.
She smuggled it in her goop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and her goop from China.
It was a prophetic film for our society.
All right. Next one.
This is the last one?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God, there's more.
There isn't as many cast members in this one.
Okay.
Stephen Root.
Another Stephen Root film. Okay.
The Empty Man.
What's the next one?
George Wallace.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. With George Wallace.
Stephen Root and George Wallace. Bruce, help me out on this.
He can't. Our stream is super glitchy, according to him.
Let's see. So George Wallace and
Stephen Root.
Dirty Work.
No. J.K. Simmons.
Oh,
Spider-Man?
the M&M's commercials.
Nope. Marlon Wayans.
Oh, Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans. Little Man.
No. Little Man. It's funny.
I don't know.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks and Marlon Wayans in the same movie together.
The Run.
I'll give you another hint.
Yeah.
This is not an actor. It's a director.
Okay.
Coen Brothers.
Oh, The Lady Killers.
Yep. That
Okay.
gem of movie.
That bell was a little bit rung too much.
Last one. Last movie.
Okay, last movie.
Bob Balaban.
Midnight Cowboy.
No.
Yeah, no, I have nothing. I'm terrible at
Hugh
names.
Bonneville.
Hugh Bonneville?
I don't even know who that
I don't know who that is. either.
Me either.
You don't even know who that is, and you're putting it on your list.
Jean Dujardin.
Who is that?
Like your birthday balloons came again.
I don't know why I have balloons.
I don't know either.
It's so weird.
Hugh Jardine. I don't know who that is.
Humongous.
Humongous what?
John Goodman.
Arachnophobia?
Kate Blanchett.
Jesus Christ, that is a studded cast.
Blanchett.
Tar?
I don't know. No guess. Tar.
John Goodman was in Tar.
Yeah.
Is he still alive? Is he still
Yes,
amongst
yes.
the living?
Yes, he's here.
Okay.
Bill Murray.
Oh, God.
So far, only
Is Scarlett Johansson in this film?
we're on Bill Murray right now.
I got no guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Matt Damon.
We Bought a Zoo?
No.
Oh, that's a good guess, but
George Clooney.
The Men Who Stare at Goats.
No. It's another movie that I've heard of it, but I don't know anybody who's seen it.
Okay.
Final guess.
no, I
Come on, just one more-
I don't have a guess. I don't know. I
I
don't
say
know.
Batman.
Michael Clayton?
Why not say Batman?
The one with the one with George Clooney. It is The Monuments Men.
Oh,
I've
Monument.
never-
Oh, George. I forgot John Goodman and George Clooney.
George
yeah.
Clooney's directorial.
I've
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that movie.
I don't know if it's his
before.
directorial debut, but he directed it. Well, thank you for playing the movie cast name game or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That movie, that game sucked because like that disparaged me.
Perhaps
Any trivia game would disparage you, though.
if
That's
you were
true.
winning, you would be enjoying the game.
What is the particular nature of the game in which you are playing?
That's true.
But yeah, no new story for me. I just came up with that.
Well, I enjoyed playing the game.
That you hated so much.
I hate that game. That was fun.
No, it was fun. It was fun, but I hate that I had a terrible performance.
I don't know what is up with these balloons.
I have no idea. It's
Stop
great.
this,
It's
stop
great, though. I
this.
love it.
Stop with the balloons.
It's on our stream.
They're celebrating. It's celebrating.
Bruce, are you seeing these balloons? Is it coming onto the stream?
Yeah. It's on stream.
Why am I getting this?
I don't know. Maybe it's
Well-
maybe it's a filter you have.
I'm glad. I'm
I'm gonna have
glad.
to investigate this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you produced a game. That was very fun. Pete, do you have any news stories for us, or
Yes.
perhaps any discussions?
Yes, I do. I have this very disturbing and kind of frustrating story. So David Zaslov, amongst a crew of other miscreants, took over on the Warner Brothers company. And
Right.
In the past, we also had a news story about how Batgirl was canceled. It was already shot. It was already in the can. They were doing some editing on it, and it was canceled. And the reasons why was we were essentially told that it was because there was
It tested poorly.
well, that's what they said later, but they said basically it's going to be a tax write-off.
Batgirl, right?
Yeah, Batgirl.
Yeah, Batgirl.
And then there was also the sequel to Scoob. Scoob is a CGI animated Scooby-Doo movie, which I thought was very good. It had Will Forte as Shaggy, and Zac
would've been great.
Efron as Fred.
Fred, yeah.
So they had the sequel to that they were actively working on, and that got shelved and indefinitely. There was a number of other ones as well. Well, the most recent movie, which had not even really been known to me or a whole lot of people, that is being axed, and it was in 100% completed state. No more editing, no more nothing. It was done. What tests audiences and everything is a movie called Coyote versus Acme, which is an animated / live action hybrid movie that was part of the HBO Max film library. It was supposed to be considered for a theatrical release and has now been cut. So this story is from The Hollywood Reporter. It says, a little over a year after the shelving of Batgirl sent shockwaves through Hollywood, Warner Brothers is putting yet another of its films into the studio's vault. Warner no longer plans to release Coyote vs. Acme, a live-action CG animation hybrid that completed principal photography last year in New Mexico. The move follows veteran animation executive Bill Damashki's taking over Warner Animation Group earlier this year. Quote, "For 3 years, I was lucky enough to make a movie about Wile E. Coyote, the most persistent, passionate, and resilient character of all time." Filmmaker David Green wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter, after the story was initially published. Quote, "I was surrounded by a brilliant team who poured their souls into this project. Along the ride, we were embraced by test audiences who rewarded us with fantastic scores. It was about a $72 million budget for it, and they're supposedly going to be taking about a $30 million tax write-off because of it.
Yeah. Yes.
Fucking frustrating.
It really is, because when I saw that news story myself, I was really excited for like a hybrid like animation, and I believe it was starring John Cena.
John Cena was supposed to be the lead, the lead of it.
So I don't understand like Warner Brothers like attitude towards, because I feel like when you see distribution companies like A24, like you would and like the popularity of like the movies, like like Midsommar, Hereditary, and like all of the other A24 films that are gonna be like in the cultural
Zeitgeist.
Exactly, like in the zeitgeist, like they would like follow suit. And
what do you mean?
Well,
what does this have to do with A24?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, because like A24, like they like take risks, like with these like,
but they also make no money. That's one of the reasons why they're starting to make intellectual property based.
Well, they don't
projects now.
Per his last news story from last
Yeah.
week.
Well, so they don't make money, but like what they do make is like profit in like cultural relevance. If that makes
Cultural
sense.
relevance profit. That's fair. That's fair. I guess. I
so-
guess so.
so, like, and
Warner Brothers has no interest in that. They want money.
Yeah.
It feels artistically bankrupt to do something like this. You take a movie that took like hundreds, if not close to 1,000 people to make something like this. I mean, animators, set designers, coordinators, costume designers, hair and makeup, craft services, all the actors, all the everything, editors and all that, and basically take all their hard work, $72 million worth of work, and throw it in the fucking garbage because you want a tax write-off. It seems insane.
It does. Like when I read that, because I read that same story as well, and like I like was blown away. I was like thinking, okay, so like I'm putting myself in the seat of a studio executive, and I'm thinking to myself, because like with the with like the PR and like social media being so prevalent in our society, like you would want to like try to like triumph through this idea that you're an evil person, like in the entertainment industry, and they keep perpetuating like this idea that like the executive, like, and plus we're coming off of the heels. What is that?
Tyler, don't get distracted. Finish your thoughts.
Well, I'm sorry. Like,
Tyler, finish your thoughts.
This perpetuation of like these studio executives, like it kind of reminds me of.
I don't think they give a fuck if people think that they're bad guys.
Well, of course not, because they're sitting on loots and loots of in piles and piles of money.
I mean, that's unfortunately when you're the head of a corporation, you're kind of paid to be the bad guy and take the lumps. You know, sometimes you have to make these decisions that are better for financial gains in the long run, supposedly. I don't know. In this case, I can't imagine that a movie like that would be a flop. Maybe they consider.
I don't think it would be a flop, but like based on like what I've read about the film, like I think it would have been very successful.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, if you're getting, say, you're getting $30 million worth of tax credits back from that, you're just basically saying that we don't think this movie can do $30 million worth of profit, which is insane. Not $30 million. I'm sorry, $30 million worth of sales, not profit. Because it's not like they're saying they need to make $72 million plus another 30 on top of it. They've already spent that first, the nut. The nut's already gone, So now it's like if they're gonna save $30 million on the write off, they're just saying we are not gonna get $30 million back from this. So there's a little bit more to this story too.
Okay.
Number one is, since it's starring John Cena, who was basically like best buds with James Gunn after the Peacemaker series.
Oh yeah, yeah.
James Gunn wrote, and I think he directed a little bit of it, maybe, and then basically was a showrunner.
He was an EP
for for Peacemaker.
Yeah,
and I'm sure that John Cena coming onto that project had something to do with it. But James Gunn is one of the CEOs or some sort of like high bigwig up in the Warner Brothers universe as well. And so far, no comment from James Gunn about this. It seems kind of strange, but basically, here's a statement from Warner Brothers Picture Group. With the relaunch of Warner Brothers Pictures animation in June, the studio has shifted all of its global strategy to focus on theatrical releases. With this new direction, we've made the difficult decision not to move forward with Coyote versus Acme, and we have tremendous respect for the filmmakers, cast, and crews, and are grateful for their contribution to film. I call bullshit on that. Tremendous respect to the filmmakers, cast, and crew. Fuck that. Fuck
Yeah.
Warner Brothers brass for that. That's a stupid decision.
Yeah.
So, on that topic, the Coyote versus Acme actually became
What is this?
part of the zeitgeist in 1990 when this article in the New Yorker was written by a man named Ian Fraser. I'm going to read a little bit of this right now.
Okay.
This is what the movie was going to be based off of. Opening statement of Mr. Harold Schaff, attorney for Mr. Coyote. My client, Mr. Wile E. Coyote, a resident of Arizona and contiguous states, does hereby bring suit for damages against the Acme Company, manufacturer and retail distributor of assorted merchandise, incorporated in Delaware, doing business in every state, district, and territory. Mr. Coyote seeks compensation for personal injuries, loss of business income, and mental suffering caused as a direct result of actions and or gross negligence of said company under Title 15 of the United States Code, Chapter 47, Section 2072, Subsection A, relating to product liability.
Specific.
Mr. Coyote states that on 85 separate occasions, he has purchased the Acme Company, herein known as defendant, through that company's mail order department, certain products which did cause him bodily injury due to the defects in manufacture or improper cautionary labeling. Sales slips made out to Mr. Coyote as proof of purchase are at present in the possession of the court, marked Exhibit A. Such injuries sustained by Mr. Coyote have temporarily restricted his ability to make a living in his profession of predator.
Huh?
He's basically saying that he was injured by Acme products and now he can't do his job as a predator.
Okay.
Mr. Coyote is self-employed and thus not eligible for workers' compensation.
That would have been great.
To cite just one example, at the expense of much time and personal effort, Mr. Coyote constructed around the outer rim of a butte a wooden trough beginning at the top of the butte and spiraling downward around it some few feet above a black X painted on the desert floor. The trough was designed in such a way that a spherical explosive of the type sold by the defendant would roll easily and swiftly to the point of the detonation indicated by the X that Mr. Coyote had painted generously placed a pile of birdseed directly onto the X. And then carrying the spherical Acme bomb, catalog number 78-832, climbed to the top of the butte, and Mr. Coyote's prey, seeing the birdseed, approached, and Mr. Coyote proceeded to light the fuse. In an instant, the fuse burned down to the stem, causing the bomb to detonate.
Okay.
This is the plot
This
it was
is-
supposed to be based on?
This is the short story, basically.
Oh, okay.
It's basically like a legal suit brought against Acme by Coyote.
Okay, so okay, now it's illuminated.
Coyote
like,
versus Acme, yes,
or it's Coyote versus Warner Brothers.
in this case.
Like that's kind of what it seems like.
The detonation of the defendant's product resulted in the following disfigurements of Mr. Coyote. Severe singeing of the hairs on the head, neck, and muzzle. Sooty discoloration. Fracture of the left ear at the stem and causing the ear to dangle in the aftershock with a creaking noise. Full or partial combustion of the whiskers, producing kinking, frazzling, and ashy disintegration. And a radical widening of the eyes due to brow and lid charring. So they're basically taking this very goofy Coyote versus Roadrunner cartoon and making it into a real world lawsuit against Acme,
Yeah,
which I think is great.
I thought, like, when I read the article and like I read like the description of what the film was going to be about, I was like, that's great, that beat the goddamn Mario movie that came out starring Chris Pratt. Like it would be like the equivalent to what the Steelers are to the NFL. And
I'm going to cut your mic if you keep talking about the Steelers on this damn podcast. So I had a comment on this from Brian Duffield. He's the director and writer of No One Will Save Us, or No One Can Save You, or No One Will Save You. What's that alien invasion movie that we just watched?
No one
will save you.
no one can save you.
I think no one will. I think no one will.
You know
save
what's funny
will
is that
save
if
you
you
or
look
no
on if you look at our
I don't
like
know.
episodes on Spotify or iTunes, you have 2 different titles. You have like "No One Will Save You" and "No One Can Save You" because we bring
Oh,
it
it
up
is
twice.
no one can save you. I think that's what it is.
I think it's no one will save
No,
you.
but I'm saying you typed it out.
Oh, really?
In the description, you put "No one will save you," and the other one is like "No one can save you."
Oh, cool. Well, good. We cover all our bases. My incompetence
No
is...
one can and no one won't save you.
Yes.
That's true.
So Brian Duffield says, I've seen this movie and it's excellent. It also tested in the high 90s repeatedly. It also had interested buyers, and the people working at Warner Brothers are anti-art, and I hope that multiple anvils drop on their head.
Oh, jeez.
Adam Clay is another industry person. He says, by canceling Coyote versus Acme, David Zaslov pulled a finishing move with positive test scores, a finished movie with positive test scores that was written and produced by James Gunn, who is helming DC. I don't know why any filmmakers would want to work at WB under Zaslov at this point, but Gunn in particular must be furious.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
I'm
sure he is.
furious.
Well, he hasn't.
My rage knows no bounds.
So far, he hasn't commented on it, and he's very active on social media, so I'm sure there's probably some sort of NDA there.
Yeah, probably.
But that's it. That's my story. It's very sad. I hope that one day maybe there will be a bootleg released, and we can see this Who Framed Roger Rabbit-esque
What do
story.
they do with these movies that just don't get released? They just
Fucking
keep,
shred
They just put him in the vault.
keep them in the vault.
Yeah,
Yep.
in the watchtower,
The Acme
the
vault.
water tower.
Yeah.
Water
Where they-
tower.
With the Animaniacs.
Yeah, where the Animaniacs live. Exactly.
They're the guardians of the unreleased films.
That's it. Go ahead, Tyler.
So I have a couple of news stories. I was gonna lead off my news stories of what happened to Short Round after Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, but like I'm gonna scrap that because that's we're already on time, and so
Why do you say on time? We're already on time. We're not on time. We're late.
We're late, if
We're running
anything.
long.
oh, we're running long. Okay.
When you say it as if you mean we're running long. We're already on time, so I need to move along.
Well, I'm just that doesn't matter. We don't need to get into the semantics of what I
time.
say.
What is time anyway?
But you,
it's a circle. It's a flat circle.
Well, I don't give a good goddamn. But you know what I give a good goddamn about is Darren Aronofsky is apparently in works with A24 to direct an Elon Musk biopic.
Oh, okay.
How do you feel about that? Like, because Elon Musk, he's a deplorable human being, and I just don't understand. Like,
Zuck is kind of a cunt, so you know.
Yeah.
And the social network is great.
So David Fincher, he did it perfectly.
It's interesting,
with
yeah,
the
because
Social Network
because it's not like it doesn't paint him in like the best light
Yeah,
at all.
Exactly.
So I assume that Aronofsky would take the same route.
I mean, I guess so, but I just like I feel like that.
What do you mean you guess so? What are you guessing?
I mean, like as far as your statement, like
You don't think that social network? You think that Zuckerberg in
He's the
social
hero?
network was a good guy?
No, I'm not saying that he was a good guy. I'm just saying that like with a film like The Social Network, like it's a very self-contained story that like you could probably like remove yourself from the main antagonist being a deplorable person.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So I'm in agreement with you then.
Oh, okay.
But with this film, like I feel like this is going to be a lot more difficult to portray Elon Musk as.
Well, the thing is,
Like,
he doesn't need.
to remove yourself from reality, because like with The Social Network, you can remove yourself from reality.
I didn't
and,
remove
like,
myself from any reality. The Social Network. It's a fascinating movie about a kind of an unlikable person who basically made something that changed the surface of our world forever.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Is like you can tell that it is Mark Zuckerberg that is being portrayed in the film, but like once you get into the film, because of how good it is and how immersive it is, like you can forget like this is like real life essentially, and it's a little bit dramatized. That's just my opinion.
I mean, you could tell it's dramatized for sure.
Yeah.
And
Because no one with that has the social acumen that Zuckerberg has can talk that fast.
yeah.
Well, so So Darren Aronofsky, he did what was that Kurt Cobain film? I can't remember what it was. Not the last.
Soaked in bleach.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't about Kurt Cobain, but like you could like infer that it was about him.
Wait, it's a documentary?
No, it wasn't a documentary. It was an actual dramatized film.
But that wasn't, they did, like, he didn't
Oh,
play.
no, it was called Last Days. It was called Last Days.
Okay.
And
Isn't
it
that
was
a Pearl Jam song?
I
It was
don't.
about Eddie Vedder, actually. You have to infer it, though.
I don't know. But he did Last Days, which was like a pseudo like documentary of the last days of Kurt Cobain.
No. Pearl Jam did Future Days. That's the name of the song.
I think that was the Gorillas. Oh, no, Ron, that's Demon Days.
So this is
Days.
so there's a authorized biography by the author Walter Isaacons. I can't remember.
Walter Isaacons.
Okay.
It's an authorized biography of the controversial tech mogul, which was mogul. Is that how you say mogul?
Tech mogul.
Tech mogul?
Yeah,
Tech mogul.
Yeah, there you go.
Whatever.
T-Mobile.
What are words, anyways, really?
Yeah, I mean, really. It was published in September of this year and will serve as the basis for the screenplay.
Biopic time.
Isaacson's Steve Jobs book was previously adapted into the Oh, Jesus. Goddamn Christ.
If you were to screenshot it, you wouldn't have any issues with this.
I know. Isaacson's Steve Jobs book was previously adapted into the 2015 Universal film of the name, starring Michael Fassbender as the Apple CEO, Steve Jobs, of course. I haven't seen the film, and I haven't really even heard any great things about it. Like there was a
There's two. There's one with Ashton Kutcher. And
I was gonna say like
with,
there was a Kutcher film that was panned as well.
I don't think either one of them are necessarily considered terrible. They're just
one's by Danny Boyle, and that's the one with Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
And sources tell Variety that there was a heated competition to option Isaacson's book from studio and filmmakers alike.
You're doing a full story on this.
Well, I'm just explaining the context.
Okay.
With A24 ultimately winning the bidding war.
Oh, so this is going to be an A24 movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I
interesting.
said at the top of the
I don't
story.
think you mentioned A24.
I did.
He did.
Oh, okay.
Aronofsky, who most recently directed last year's Oscar contender, The Whale, starring Brendan Fraser, which I have yet to seen. I really... I don't know why that garnished the laughter, but...
Words.
Yeah, the words are just theories to Tyler.
I don't know the theory. What?
You sound like English is your second language.
I don't know.
He uses the English language very loosely.
Yeah. Use me up, daddy.
That's my
The
long...
world is his canvas, and the words are his brush.
That's my life.
He's more of a Jackson Pollock or a Picasso
When it comes to the language.
That's my
than a
life.
Claude Monet.
Yeah, that's my life. That's my life. That's my life goal is to create my own language.
Okay.
I don't even know where it was.
Why say
at.
lot word when few word do trick?
I mean, like this article goes on and on about like how Musk, like he was like a child of privilege, and he went.
Well, we don't need all that. We'll watch the movie when it comes out.
So essentially,
Yeah, they're
like,
gonna cover the emerald mines and where
Yeah,
he got his
that's-
money.
yeah, so
stuff like that.
Aronofsky,
When he
he's-
got the hair plugs.
Yeah, oh yes, yeah, he did, and how he made
Is Grimes gonna be in it?
he made love to Grimes and produced 2 children out of it.
2? I thought it was just 1.
No, it's 2.
I think they have he's got 11 kids.
He has a brood. He has a brood. He's so virile.
He just doesn't pay attention to them.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. So I think that this movie is unnecessary, especially with the current environment that we are living in right now. I think no one wants to see anything to do with a multi-billionaire and his...
All the incels and I feel like alt-right young people are going to be flocking to see this movie.
Yeah, they're going to be clamoring for it.
Well, hopefully it's like I mean, takes the route of like a social network, and it's like he's not a good person.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like when the Social Network came out, I don't know, it didn't seem strange to do at this point in Zuck's life, but for some reason, Elon, it seems like, why now? Like, it seems like too early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, so who's gonna be?
Oh yeah, this is the big question. Who's gonna
be Elon Musk in this?
Yeah.
Film?
Who's gonna play elongated muskrat?
And I ask you guys.
Kathy Bates.
Oh God, no joke answers. What's the serious?
They look
one?
alike.
Steve Buscemi. Yeah. It's just as
He's
handsome.
he's too
just
old.
as handsome.
He's too old.
Steve
He's too
Buscemi?
old.
Steve Buscemi. Okay, who's gonna play the young Musk? Who's gonna play
I think it's
adolescent Musk?
I think here's what we need to do. Austin Butler just does all biopics from now on.
Oh, okay.
He does Elon Musk. He did Elvis.
Oh, that's right.
If they ever redo the Social Network, he could play Zuck again.
Yeah. Imagine if Social Network was made now after everything that like he went through with like the trials and all that shit. When he was,
where he had
the government
alien
hearings.
face.
yeah. They do him on the wakeboard or with the lotion on his
Yeah.
face.
I mean, honestly, like it's gonna be an unknown actor. Like, there's no other way that you could portray.
John Travolta.
I mean,
That would be a good old. No,
I mean, the thing is, like,
I mean,
they
like
got
he's
the
in
plugs.
There's
no
He's
reason-
in his 50s, right? Like, so
he's got to be in like late 60s.
Yeah,
probably.
so-
I mean, you said he has to be an unknown, but Jesse Eisenberg played Zuckerberg. You know,
And
he
he
was
was
not an unknown.
Was
Yeah.
it at the time in 2010, 2009?
I don't think he
Pretty
was.
sure he
Up,
was pretty known.
he was upcoming, but
Oh, he
yeah,
had Zombieland.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Huge hit.
Huge. Yeah.
Yeah, so
With Stonebone was in it too.
Yeah.
and it's a very controversial sort of move on
Well,
Aronofsky.
Who do you think it's going to be, Tyler? Who
Who do I think?
Yeah, who should
I
who should
already
play?
said it's going to be an unknown actor. I
That's
I
not-
can't even.
That's not even a name.
That's a cop out.
That's a
Okay,
that's
if
a
it-
bullshit
That's not
answer.
a cop out. I don't know. Like,
But
who
okay,
could?
who should?
Who should?
Yes.
An unknown actor.
No. In like known actors, who should
No.
do it?
Henry Cavill.
Joaquin Phoenix.
I could see that. I could see that. I think Henry Cavill could not do that.
No.
He's too chiseled in his jawline.
Elon Musk wants Henry Cavill to play Elon
Yeah.
Musk.
He wants.
We could do Emil Hirsch or Alden Ehrenreich.
Emil Hirsch.
Alden
Oh, that's a good
Ansel
one.
Elgort.
No, we could do Ansel Elgort.
Yeah.
People don't like him.
Yeah. About Steve from Stranger Things, whatever his name is.
Oh, I don't know that guy's name.
Oh, I don't know either, but I do know his face, and that would be good.
Or how about this? Ben Schwartz. How about that?
I think
It's the
well, he's
Schwartz.
I think Charlotte Copley because he's South African.
It's not a bad idea. Charlton Copley.
Yeah,
He's a weird like chameleon sort of actor.
Doug
Well,
Jones
anyways, I'm sure we'll do an episode. We'll do an episode on the new
in 2028 whenever
yeah.
it comes out.
So that's all I have for Gab and Chatter. Let's get into some streaming picks.
Movies.
Wanna watch a movie?
Yes, I do.
Disney Plus, HBO Max.
If I don't get the pick, show's over.
I have grown accustomed to Hulu Plus.
Amazon Prime.
I like Netflix.
You found the pick.
Streaming picks. These are the things that we watched this week, and we encourage everyone who is listening to our show to watch these as well. Joseph, what do you have for this week?
What do I have? What do I have for this week? So I have a couple things for this week.
He's searching.
Huh?
I said you're searching. Like,
He's just
I'm going
looking
onto
at his
my
list.
log of movies that I've watched. I don't just watch, the one movie
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Tyler's got the one in his back pocket.
yeah.
that he didn't even watch. He's seen it before.
Yeah. or didn't watch this week. He just says he watched it.
What letter am I on? B. B. Blade.
Ooh, I almost watched that this morning.
I'm sure you did. So I have a couple, and I want to talk about this one first. I watched this top of the week, and this is Renfield, the Nicolas Cage Dracula comedy action movie with Nicolas Cage and Nicholas
Oh,
Nicholas
yeah.
Hoult, the two Nicholases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Nolte was in there too.
And this movie, I was not expecting this movie to be
What it
this
was.
good.
Oh, you liked it?
Cool.
I
liked it.
I had a good time with it.
I liked it a lot. I
I've
did
heard
not,
good things about it.
I did not expect the amount of violence and gore
Yeah.
and just insane fight scenes that are supernatural, because Renfield is essentially a superhuman who eats bugs to essentially get powered up.
Yeah. Running out of juice, need to eat a cockroach.
I need to find a fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Nicholas Hoult as Renfield and Nicolas Cage as Dracula, which is perfect casting for Dracula.
Finally.
For this movie.
Finally.
He it's perfect. Awkwafina as the police officer who's trying to take down the mob. I think they're in L.A., right? I think it's L.A.
I think so. I think it's LA, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And so she knows she works for like a corrupt police station, and they're in cahoots with the mob. The mob, like some police officers, and the captain is on their payroll, and so she's trying to take the mob down because she has a history with. Her dad was a cop, and he was gunned down by the mob.
Is this set in modern day, or is
Yes.
it? Yeah. Okay.
And this is also Ben Schwartz, who is sort of like
I forgot about his character.
He's like the prince of the mob boss of the mob gang.
Prince.
Because
The prince.
yeah,
of
because
the mob.
because
His mom is
his
the
mom
leader.
is like the queen of it, like the leader.
That's how they establish the hierarchy.
No,
in
I'm just giving you his position within the
It's called context, Tyler.
within the mob.
Okay.
Shorthand, you know.
I gotta go,
Prince,
what's another
son
word?
Of, son of the leader,
What's the other?
the heir to the throne.
Lieutenant General.
That would be more confusing.
Yeah, but he's not. That doesn't.
A prince is just one step away from being the leader.
Yeah, by blood.
Okay.
Yes, and then
Good analogy, Joseph. That was a good analogy.
Thank you.
Don't listen to Tyler over there, trying to bring you down.
I'm not trying to bring him down.
Prince? What are you using? Prince is the word? You
Prince?
fucking idiot!
Like the artist,
That's not true at all. Calm down.
That's exactly what you
like
did.
the artist, Prince.
The artist formerly known as Prince.
Oh, rest in peace.
Well, no, he didn't go by Prince. He went by symbol.
Yeah,
How do you pronounce that? Prince.
yeah.
And then the mom, which you have seen before, but I did not know her name. And her name, and I'm gonna mispronounce this. I'm so sorry. It's Shore Agdashlu.
Yeah.
That's fine.
She has a very like sensual, raspy voice.
She's awesome.
yeah.
She could beat me up any day.
Adrian Martinez, who you've seen play the side character in a bunch of movies, he's kind of bigger Mexican guy, and he's very much like a kind of a character actor, and he always plays the side character. But yeah, this movie is streaming on Hulu, I believe, and yeah, it was. I did not expect it to be that good.
I'm kind of surprised you liked it as much as you do, just because the tone is very surprising. Like when you come into it, you don't really expect it to be this sort of adventure, action comedy sort of thing.
It does not take itself seriously at all, which is great. It knows what it is, and
Nice.
The way they film some of the Dracula scenes and they emulate like the old Dracula movie with like the lighting and certain shots.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
When
Nice.
they shoot it in black and white and everything. But yeah, Nicolas Cage as Dracula, there are moments where he's like all charred up, and and Renfield is like, "Master, are you okay?" And he's like holding this like burnt corpse with eyeballs in his arms, and he's like, "I need food" or whatever. But yeah, that's a really, really fun movie.
Cool.
Yeah,
Awesome. Hulu, you said?
Yeah, it's a good it is violent though. It is not like it's not for kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great. And then the next movie I watched, which I won't get super far into, just came out yesterday. The new David Fincher movie, The Killer.
Ah, yes.
This movie was also fucking amazing. I loved it.
I've heard great things about
I
it.
liked it a lot. The story is very simple in nature, but the movie, much like the character that Michael Fassbender plays, is so like calculated. Like it's not like the character is so calculated, and then along with the editing and the way the movie is shot, is it just feels so intentional.
Yeah.
Like everything is where it's supposed to be, and it's a really really good movie. When I was watching it, I was like, this is like David Fincher if he directed Drive.
Ooh, that's really good assessment. I watched it too, and I almost thought I was watching like a promo for it as soon as I clicked play because it just starts.
Yeah.
It's like the intro credits are very fast, and then it gets right into it. And you're like, wow, that's kind of surprised.
But real basic synopsis of the movie is that he is on a job. In the beginning of the movie, something goes wrong, and he is essentially kind of pays the price for something going wrong on the job, and then he's kind of like it's like a
classic double cross.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit. I really don't want to give too much away.
No. Where do you want to do a spoiler after this?
Yeah, we can.
I think we should for the Patreon.
Yeah.
And Tyler, you're gonna have to sit out because you ignored our request to watch the movie.
There was no request. I just I didn't even know we were gonna do that. I'm not
David
gonna
Fincher
get into
movie
that.
to go straight to Netflix too.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it was in theaters for
got paid
a week, I think.
Oh, okay.
It came out, I think, last week, and then it hit theater or hit Netflix on Friday yesterday.
But yeah, I would. Yeah, it's just a fucking cool movie.
I mean, do you really need anybody to tell you to go watch a new David Fincher movie? It's fucking great.
Yeah,
I know he's yeah.
Yeah, it's
off the top of your head. Where do you put it in his ranking ish?
Well, I mean, I haven't seen everything that Fincher's done, but like,
fucking fake fan.
Yeah.
Oh my
it's
god,
weird. It's weird because like I have not seen Gone Girl, and I have not seen. I've seen parts of Dragon Tattoo, but Fight Club and
that's a
Seven
good one.
and Social Network. I mean, right now I'm on like a movie high, so it's like it's like pretty up there. But it's like I feel like I could just go watch it again very easily because the story is so simple, and there's such a good like in the dark like fight scene that
I really wish it was well lit, and then when it was done, I'm like, no, it's better that way.
it was that was so good. I loved it. But yeah, that's streaming on Netflix now for everybody. So check that out.
Cool.
nice.
Awesome.
Mitchy Daly as Mitch Burns.
Oh, hey, what's up, Mitch?
He says, "I loved it," referring to the to the killer.
Oh yeah, he gave high praise for it in the Facebook group.
In cinematics.
Yeah.
Nice. Your last one?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Pete, what do you have for us this week? I'm sure you have 5 movies that you've watched.
That's 5? No.
Because that's all you do is watch
all I do.
movies.
Let's see. When was the last time we talked? It was on the 4th. Okay, so that was the 4th was our last recording day.
Yeah.
So I watched a bunch of stuff in the last week, but a lot of it's not streaming. One of them that is streaming, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it because I don't think this is going to be everyone's cup of tea. It's called Pieces from 1982.
Pieces.
This is streaming on Peacock. It's a slasher. And I found out about this through friend of the show, Jason from Binge Movies, has a side project that he just launched, and they did the first run of the series. It's called The Slashers. And it's like a historical learning podcast about slashers, the slasher genre. And basically, it's him and Paul from the Countdown podcast, and Megan Kearns, and she's like a proper movie historian, movie critic. Wow. And they basically go through year by year, 1981, then 1982, 1983, and they do a huge swath of movies from slashers from that year.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and they just go through and they kind of talk about the history of what slashers became and all this stuff. So they talked about it on that podcast. Great podcast, by the way. And I was like, it's streaming on Peacock, and it does not seem like a movie that should be streaming on Peacock. It's fucking extremely violent. There's some intense death scenes, and it's a pretty low budget movie. So it's like not.
Does it feel like a low budget movie?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
But there's like there's a waterbed stabbing death scene in it that's pretty intense. There's a death
water bed.
Yeah, because this is, I mean, it's made in 82, so I'm sure it's probably set maybe late 70s, early 80s, or whatever.
That makes sense. Waterbeds were very prevalent.
Yeah, very popular back then.
Yeah.
And there's a death in an elevator, and I'm like watching how they do these practical effects of these deaths, and I'm like, holy shit, this is freaking intense. So it's a pretty fun movie as far as slashers go. I'm not a huge slasher fan, to be honest. Like, I watch a lot of slashers, and I'm like, this just fucking sucks. The story sucks. The acting sucks. The kills are not as gory as I really would have liked to have seen. But this checks all the boxes. It's fun. The gores are good, and there's not too much terrible acting in it. There's enough terrible acting because it's just a low budget movie, but it's directed by Juan Piquer Samon.
Oh, so would you
French, I guess?
So would you agree with the assessment? It's like bad that it's good, or
no? It's a fun
solid.
Movie. It's a good watch. I mean, take it with a grain of salt. There's a reason you probably haven't heard of it or watched it before. So it's not like one of the top tier slashers, but it is pretty good. So that's Pieces from 1982, streaming on Peacock. I watched some classics. I'm not going to talk about too much. I watched The Mummy Returns. Stinks compared to the original, but still fun enough. Yeah. Men in Black 2.
Wait a minute, you didn't like the one the modern one, The Mummy Returns with Brendan Fraser? You didn't like that one?
The Mummy Returns, the modern one?
No. Are you saying The Mummy Returns, the sequel to The Mummy?
Yeah,
is not
the 2001
good?
Mummy Returns is not.
Oh, you didn't like that?
No, I just said it was fine. It's fun. But it stinks compared to the original one.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Mummy Returns with Scorpion King, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that CGI.
I think Mummy Returns it's still entertaining.
Yeah, it's fine.
But it's more of a kids movie.
It's a 3-star. Yeah, it's a 3-star movie. Where The Mummy is arguably a perfect movie.
Perfect movie.
I watched Men in Black 2. It's again fine on its own, pretty fun on its own, but compared to the original is very, very lacking.
I never watched the third one. Did you watch it?
It's got Jermaine in it.
Yeah, it's got Jermaine.
Great villain. A movie I don't remember loving.
Does he go back in time or something?
Yeah, Josh Brolin plays K. He plays a young Agent K. Tommy Lee Jones is Josh Brolin.
Your picks in movies always perplex me. Like you're sitting, just imagine this, classmates.
Okay.
You're sitting on the couch and you're like, I think I want to watch Men in Black 2.
Yeah.
Like, who does it? No one does that.
Wait, okay. Let me ask you this then. What is your movie picking method then?
Yeah, what's your criteria?
I don't know.
You just sit there and you go, I don't know what I want to watch.
Yeah, and then I just.
And then you don't watch anything.
I did. You know what?
So other than movies that you have to watch for the show, which is one,
and movies that your family forces you to watch because it's family movie night.
What possesses you to watch whatever movie?
I have a good story about that, but
is
sorry.
it you base it on feel?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. We can get into this discussion at a later time. Please go on.
Okay. So. To be honest, the reason why I'm watching these is because it's the binge movies challenge.
Oh, okay.
This particular group of movies.
Not that matters. He can watch whatever he wants. Whenever he wants.
Yeah. I'm not disparaging him.
I'll run down the rest of them just since you're curious. I watched Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions. These are from the top grossing movies of the 2003 list.
Yeah.
I watched Men in Black 2 from 2002. Watched Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, also from 2002. And then I bought the Criterion Todd Browning set, which was Freaks from 1932, The Unknown 1927, and The Mystic from 1925. I watched those. Bullet in the Head, Hard Boiled, and A Better Tomorrow, all John Woo movies.
Had a lot of time at home.
Yeah. So Brianna's been sick, so I'm literally just like downstairs watching movies while she's sick, and I'm like bringing her food and medicine and stuff like that. And then so I'll talk about the actual thing that I did not log on Letterboxd because it won't let me because it's not a movie. This is a Netflix series that I am very much enjoyed, and I think that people should watch. It's called Blue Eye Samurai.
That sounds so familiar.
It's because I sent it to the group chat.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. And I said, hey, you guys
forgot.
You guys should check out Blue Eye Samurai.
That's right. Yeah, no, I do remember now.
On Netflix. And there is, it's like a cross between Kill Bill and It's set in like feudal Japan, you know, the 1700s, 1600s Japan. Maybe actually, it's probably later than that because there are white men in Japan, but only like 3 or 4 in Japan.
Oh, okay.
And they're bringing guns, and it's basically like a changing of the guard from.
They're bringing guns.
Yeah, they're not bringing their best. They're bringing guns. They're rapists. But it kind of takes place around the time that Silence, that Martin Scorsese movie that we covered.
Oh, really?
Would be.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit earlier than that, because in this series, in this time frame, it is illegal to be white in Japan. So it's like you can't be a foreigner in Japan because they take their culture very seriously and the preservation of the culture and whatnot.
Yeah.
So knowing that there's only at this one period in time 3 or possibly 4 white men in Japan. And
Hey, we're 3 white people.
hey, we could be there. Well, maybe we don't want to associate with these people because one of them has raped a local person, a local woman, and fathered a mixed race child who is our protagonist. And the
Blue Eye.
The story is that this blue eye samurai is coming to find her illegitimate father and kill him.
This is like Big Trouble in China. But green-eyed Asian.
Oh yeah. It's funny that she's supposed to be Asian in that too.
Yeah.
The character from Sex and the City.
Oh yeah. I didn't realize that.
I can't remember her name, but anyways, so the whole point of it, there's a couple things at play here. It's a little bit of Mulan, a little bit of Kill Bill, because she is pretending to be a man, and she is.
Okay.
No one knows that she's a woman except for a very small group of people.
Looks bloody.
It is very bloody. So
How many episodes?
I think there's 8 total.
Oh, that's
First one's like an hour and 15 minutes, and the rest of them are like 45 minutes long.
Ooh.
And I went through this all very quickly through this week and was enamored with this entire story.
Yeah.
The animation is fantastic. It's a mix of classically drawn and CG. It's got some beautiful, beautiful like cinematography. I don't know if you can call it cinematography when it's animation or.
Yeah, you can.
It's a separate word for it, but
yeah.
you get the meaning of it. But the voice cast is fantastic as well. Mizu, who's the main character, is played by Amaya Erskine, which I've never heard that person before, but she's pretty great in it. Seki is played by George Takei.
Sulu.
Yeah, Sulu. Ringo, or the Messenger, is played by Masi Oka. You would know him from he was in Bullet Train. He was also in that show Hero.
Oh yeah.
Or Heroes.
Oh yes.
Didn't he play
yes,
Hero?
yes.
He played Hero in Heroes.
Yeah. He was great in that
Brenda
show.
Song plays Akemi, who is like the daughter to a local lord. Darren Barnett, who's from Never Have I Ever, is a TV kind of like teen drama. He plays what is his character's name in that? Paxton Hall Yoshida. If anybody's seen that, you know the character, but he's great. He plays the kind of his character's name is Taigen, and he's kind of like the rival to Mizu. Kenneth Branagh plays one of the white men.
Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah, Fowler.
Oh.
Kari Hiroki Tagawa, who plays Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat, plays a sword maker.
Which
sword
Mortal
maker.
Kombat?
The original.
Okay.
Wow, what a star-studded cast.
Yeah. There's other people too that you would recognize in the cast, but all in all, it's just kind of one of these things that it came out of nowhere. Someone mentioned it on Twitter and was like, how the fuck did I not hear about this? There's no advertising, and Netflix is kind of like that. It's like you don't hear this advertising campaign or push or buzz or anything like that. It's just here it is, and have fun. Watch this show.
Yeah,
and it's really, really fantastic.
I had heard some little bit of talking about it on like Instagram, but nothing really that in depth.
Yeah, it's like word of mouth, I think, is how this is going to spread.
Hidden gem.
And the creators of it are on Twitter, and they're kind of trying to spread the word themselves. And it's just a beautiful show. I keep want to call it a movie, but it's like a long movie.
It seems cinematic.
It does, and there is elements of it that kind of feels like a video game. Like
I wonder
there's levels and quests and stuff.
I wonder what the mentality is when like can we make 2 movies out of this or 8 episodes?
For sure, absolutely.
I guess we could break it up episodically. Like, what's the benefit of doing a like 2 movies or 1 show? We release it all at once.
So it's probably like 40 times 7. So it's like, oh gosh.
Would it be like 3 movies?
Yeah, it's basically
least.
it's like 5.5 hours. So it would be like 2-3 movies. Yeah, it'd be like 3 movies, 2 really long movies or 3 like short movies.
Now, if you have 8 episodes, that equate to that, versus it's just one file on Netflix that's 5 hours.
Oh,
do
yeah.
you commit to that? Is it the low commitment?
I think that's what it is. It's easier to digest. And here's the thing. I'm not going to spoil anything that happens in this show because I think it's worth watching, and the reveal of everything is pretty great. But it leads itself into season 2 and season 3 because there are 4 white men in Japan, and she's going to kill all of them because she doesn't know which one's her father. That's not a spoiler or anything like that. But as the series goes on, you're like, she hasn't even gotten to the first one. So the end of season 1 is going to be probably the first one, and then season 2 is probably going to be the second one. And it leaves you on a proper cliffhanger that leaves you wanting more. And I already wanted more, so now that I get to the end of the season, I'm like, "Fuck it, they better make a season 2
in 3 years."
Yeah, and they'll probably just cancel it,
Yeah.
But anyways, so that's Blue Eye Samurai. It's on Netflix. Absolutely worth your time to go watch that.
Awesome. So I have a couple of streaming picks.
A couple.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're probably not going to be happy about this, but like you guys always are. So I watched the biopic The Doors, directed by Oliver Stone.
Why would I not be happy about that? That sounds great. So something you never talked about before.
Is that what it's called? It's called The Doors?
It's called The Doors, yeah.
Yeah, it's called The Doors.
It's the one with
starring Val Kilmer,
yeah.
Meg Ryan, Kyle MacLachlan, or
McLaughlin.
Yeah, I don't know.
McLaughlin.
Yeah, this movie is just basically a homage to the 1960s rock group The Doors, and I watched this movie like a really long time ago, and I thought this was it. When I did watch it for the first time, like I didn't kind of like appreciate like the history of the Doors.
So this is a rewatch.
So this is a rewatch.
Okay.
This is streaming on Amazon.
Now I'm angry. Just kidding.
This is
I'm flying.
Sorry, I just want to throw that in there.
Our drop usage has been low recently.
It's been very low. We were focused on the stream too much.
Yeah.
So I rewatched this movie, and at the first watching, I didn't really appreciate the history of the Doors because the Doors is like such a enigmatic sort of
enigmatic.
Enigmatic. Thank you,
go.
Joseph. It's such a crazy history of how this band became to be, and how Jim Morrison was like basically like a prodigy. Like
I don't know anything about the Doors, to be honest. I should probably watch this.
It's really great. So like basically Jim Morrison, like, you know, he's like from like, I think it was like he was like from the Midwest, and like he goes to LA to like make his way in show business or what have you. Like, oh no, he wanted to be like a poet or something. So he goes to like UCLA, and you know, he tries to make his way as like a writer and stuff like that. And then he meets his bandmates. Hold on, I should have looked up his bandmates. But basically the movie is like, the focal point of the movie is Val Kilmer's character Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
And it is crazy because if you look at pictures of Jim Morrison and Val Kilmer, they look the same.
I used to think that was Val Kilmer, or what was Jim Morrison before I knew there was a movie. I was like, oh, that's Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
And so Val Kilmer, like he like really got into like I think Val Kilmer like is underappreciated.
I've heard
like,
it's one of his best performances.
It is
from people who've seen a lot of his catalog, which I have not.
Well, because like if you like read about like the behind of the scenes sort of aspect of this movie, is like he really went into character. Like he like took like vocal lessons
cool.
to like sing like Jim Morrison, and like he does it perfectly.
Is it actually him singing in the movie?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
I've likened it to this is like his version of like Jim Carrey in Man on the Moon.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
that's high praise coming from Joseph.
I haven't seen the movie.
Oh.
I think
but I've seen him and the picture of Jim Morrison, and like like he is the best part of the whole movie because
Yeah.
he's delivering this very similar and committed performance.
Well, and so that's why I said like he's more of the focal point. Like the story, because the story starts out of like him, like, you know, like being like this eclectic poet and like forming the Doors. Like that story, like although it is interesting, like you're more enamored with Val Kilmer's performance and like just like the costume design. Like I mean, Oliver Stone, like he always is hitting it out of the park with all of his stuff. So it's
so you liked it better on a rewatch?
I did, yeah. And it
Where's it
actually
streaming?
it's like I said, it's streaming on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
And I think so this is basically just like the beginning of the Doors. Like it doesn't go like throughout his whole, like it does kind of like peter out into like the end of his career where he tragically, you know, like dies in the bathtub in Paris. But I think
Spoilers.
well, I mean, you know, you could go on Wikipedia.
I didn't know that, but I wasn't going to go to Wikipedia.
You didn't know that Jim Morrison died in a bathtub in Paris?
No, I didn't know him and Matthew Perry met their same end.
Yeah.
And who was the other one?
Jim Morrison was playing
Houston.
pickleball.
Yeah, Whitney Houston played pickleball right before she snorted all that cocaine and went in the bathtub.
Jesus. No, Meg Ryan played his girlfriend. So I mean, like it's a great movie. It's a little bit of a long watch, and I'm surprised that I was lucid enough to even like watch it.
When did you watch this?
I think it was like probably like Tuesday or Wednesday.
In the evening or in the morning?
In the early morning.
Oh, okay.
In the early morning. I have a problem with. I've been having a problem with sleep lately, but we're not going to get into that. And then also, what I have been watching though is this is like Pete said. You know, this isn't film related. This is a TV show. Invader Zim season 2.
Only the second season?
The second season, yes.
Not the first one?
The only reason why I bring it up is because I had like this kind of like thought sort of like session, if that's what you can call it.
Okay.
Like a
Session?
Like a thought session.
I
Where I just stare off into space and I think about things.
I decided I'm going to do something for a change.
I'm gonna-
for once. I'm going to think. Time for a good think.
I have a drop like that somewhere.
And so I was thinking, so I was watching Invader Zim season 2, and like I've been like plowing through the episodes, and it's written and sometimes directed by Johan Vasquez, who has done incredible things in the comic book world, and of course Invader Zim.
It's an interesting name. You got two different. You got like a European
Swedish
and then
and
like
Mexican.
Spanish or Mexican last name.
Johan Vasquez. That's funny.
Yeah, Johan Vasquez, and he, of course, like I think because we are in the third decade of our lives, we all know that there are zealots for like the quirky, like
I don't know. I've never seen any Invader Zim.
Really?
Zero.
Yeah, but you know of
No.
I
I don't know
You've heard
anything
of
about
it.
it. I've heard of it. I've
Yeah.
seen it in Hot Topic.
So that's where I was going to segue to is
Yeah.
that like a lot of people I feel like like they don't think about like the dark humor that's being written
Do you know the
by
plot?
Vasquez.
Invader Zim is an alien who's living on Earth, and he's convinced everybody except one kid that he's human.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, that's like the basic.
It's like the basic plot.
That's the
of the
basic
show.
plot, but like the humor in the writing of this show is just so like out of reach from the people who like try to do like the quirky sort of attitude, like oh, I'm so random.
I would say like this and like
Zealots ruin everything, and they
Yeah.
ruined Invader Zim because like the writing and the direction of Invader Zim like is so overshadowed by like these like cringy people, and I watched it like through like a very like
Not like me. They're cringy. I'm not.
Well, yeah, I'm not.
I like the show because I'm smart. They like the show because they're cringe.
That's not true.
You need
I'm
a
different.
really high.
I'm not like
I
other
have an authority on
I'm not like
because
other girls.
I know. You'd have to have a really high IQ to enjoy this show, just like Rick and Morty.
I mean, I hate to agree with that statement, but like people who don't appreciate like the humor that's being presented to them, especially in Invader Zim, like they're cutting their nose off their face. Like it's so funny. Like if you
don't get
can,
it,
if you
it's
can,
actually funny. They're like laughing too. Like,
No,
you don't get why you're laughing.
I'm laughing because I get it. You're laughing because you don't get it.
because it's super. It's
Sorry, like I don't know what to say.
because it's superficial. That the reason why they're laughing at it.
So
is
you're
superficial.
You're
Like,
saying you're agreeing with exactly what Joseph said. You're laughing at it, but for the wrong reason. So I'm judging you.
I'm not. I did not
How
say that.
dare you enjoy this?
How dare you?
I enjoy it, but for the right reasons.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I think from a creative point of view, like I think Johann Vasquez, he was the author of Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, which is an incredible comic, as well as like it's a very nuanced sort of dark humor. And that's what Invader Zim is. And like, I can't believe the executives at Nickelodeon even picked this up for like a syndicated TV show because of how dark it is.
They're they're insane though. I mean, they greenlit Ren and Stimpy.
Well,
There's a lot of stuff going on in the chat. What's happening in the chat?
Oh, I had to approve a message that Mitch.
Oh God, Mitch, what are you sending in there?
I'll go through it once we're done with this. I'll read it.
Okay.
But anyways, so I've been plowing through season 2, and I wanted to say my favorite episode is season 2, episode 2, is the FBI warning episode.
Middle class TV class.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I don't care.
You could have a spin-off show.
I
MC
don't know anything about film.
MCTC.
I really don't. And like you can that's a testament to the quiz show that Joseph put out to us.
I only got one right out of like 10.
But anyways, so the FBI warning episode on season 2, episode 2, it's the second half of that episode because they're split into episodes.
Wait, hold on. You're stream picking the show, but specifically the second half of episode 2.
Right. Yeah.
Now that I know that she was 15, like I feel a little weird about that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean,
that was Mitch's comment that he had to approve.
That's all I got. That's all I got. I mean, like, definitely check out The Doors on Amazon Prime. Like, it's a little bit of a long watch, but it is very charismatic. And I would argue that between Tombstone and this movie, I would say that those are his two best performances.
Not Kunth.
Is this real life?
I guess so. Unfortunately.
I
don't need this disparagement.
All right. We done?
Yes, I just said that as much.
Okay. To address the chat, now that we're done neck bearding over Invader Zim.
How dare you? This has just been a mess of a show.
Yeah, it's been a good one.
To address the chat a little bit, we have a couple comments from one person, the Mitch Burns, host of Film Vaulters and
Hollywood Persona.
Yes. He gives his definitive ranking on David Fincher movies. Number 12, he's done 12 movies. 12, Mank. 11, Alien 3. Number 10, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Number 9, The Game. Number 9...
The Game. I
number
forgot
8,
he did
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Number 7, Panic Room. 6, Zodiac. 5, The Killer. 4, Fight Club. 3, Gone Girl. 2, Social Network. And 1, 7. Number 1, 7.
I thought number 7 would be 7.
2 on the nose.
Yeah,
that's an okay list.
He goes on to say, I don't think Fincher's made a bad movie, though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's accurate.
I mean, people will argue Alien 3 is not a good movie. I would say it probably just doesn't fit within the franchise.
I think it's a fine movie, and he didn't have Final Cut on it anyways.
It was his first
That's true.
movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a crazy movie to be your first movie. Huh?
I know.
A third in a series
of a franchise. Yeah.
And then he goes on to say, I know this has been said before, but I didn't think Tyler looked like that.
Oh.
What does that even mean?
People
Look
just
like what?
People hear your voice and they just see something else in their head.
Yeah.
Joe Bridges saw. Joe Bridges saw a meth addict.
It's like they don't even look at the logo of the podcast. They at least
I
they
don't
know
even
what
know
the
if
top
that,
half of
I
you
don't
looks
even
like.
know if I should take that as a good or bad compliment or whatever. Like,
Well, I guess it's like a backhanded compliment. He had an
backhanded compliment.
idea that you look like a meth addict, but was surprised that you didn't.
Yeah.
take the shears to this. Well, if it's gay, then call me gay.
And I had to approve a comment from Mitch Burns. You're such a you're being very vulgar in the chat, Mitch.
What did he say?
He requested Tyler's jerking off drop.
Whacking off. That one. We don't have that on the board. Sorry.
And then he goes on to say, just now, you're very handsome, Tyler. Don't worry.
Oh well, thank you, Mitch. I appreciate. Hey, look at me. This is normal.
Okay.
I will pay one of Mitch's favorite drops, though.
Fucking liberals.
Oh, I don't even know what that means. But all right, let's. We've been going on long enough. Let's wrap this show up.
Okay, so thank you to our Cool House Yard Duties over on Patreon. That's Javier, Listener Steven, Heather Sachs, Ryan Corbin, and Chris. And if you want to support us on the Patreon, go to patreon.com/middleclassfilmclass, or you can just join us on the Twitch stream. It's fun. We like to see people interacting.
Yes.
Also, go to the YouTube page. It's just, I think it's just Middle Class Film Class.
It is.
Yeah, look that up and you'll find it. It's easy to find. Until next time.
Will you be our 35th subscriber?
Thank you for following us as we gab and chatter and sticking with us through the technical difficulties. Follow us later on in the week or in a few minutes when we review Arachnophobia from Tyler. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/MCFC podcast, and send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com.
And leave us a voicemail, why don't you, at 209-730-6010, and follow us on Instagram, why don't you, at Middle Class Film Class.
And follow us on Twitter at Podcast MCFC and on TikTok at Middle Class Film Class.
All right, we'll see you later.
See ya.
See you next time.
We'll see you in a few minutes.